Title asterisk, everyone left this alien family to die, except the humans. In the year 2147, humanity had reached the stars. The galaxy was a patchwork of alliances, with various alien species coexisting, not always in peace but in balance. One such race, the Zalathians, had always kept to themselves. Known for their advanced technology and stoic nature, they rarely engaged with other species. But when disaster struck their home planet of Virex 9, everyone abandoned them. A massive solar storm was on its way, one powerful enough to scorch the planet's surface and wipe out all life. The Zalathians sent desperate distress signals across the galaxy, begging for help, but no one came. Their isolationist ways had earned them no allies. The Council of Species deemed the rescue too dangerous and costly. The other races turned their backs, all except for one. Aboard the human ship Odyssey, Captain Serena Quinn listened to the distress calls flooding the galactic network. Her crew, a ragtag mix of humans and a few sympathetic aliens, had been patrolling the edge of Zalathian space when the news broke. The Zalathians had days, maybe hours before the storm hit. "Captain, it's suicide." "No one's going," said Lieutenant Marcus Ray, his brow furrowed with concern. Serena glanced at the holo display showing the trajectory of the incoming storm. "No one else will, but we're going." The ship's medic, Dr. Alara Brigham, chimed in. "Even if we can reach them, we don't know if they'll accept our help. The Zalathians aren't exactly fond of outsiders." "That doesn't matter," Serena replied, her voice firm. "We're not leaving them to die." Within hours, the Odyssey set a course for Virex 9. The journey was perilous. The storm's shockwaves were already causing disruptions in nearby space, throwing off navigation and threatening to tear the ship apart. But the crew held steady. They knew they were the Xanthians' only hope. As the Odyssey descended toward the planet, they caught sight of the devastation. The sky was ablaze with solar flares, and the atmosphere crackled with energy. Serena's heart sank as she saw the sprawling cities below, once gleaming with life, now reduced to silence. "Picking up a signal, Captain," said Marcus, his voice tinged with hope. "It's weak, but it's coming from the northern hemisphere." Serena nodded. "That's our target." Navigating through the storm, the Odyssey touched down near the signal source, a small, heavily fortified bunker. Outside stood a group of Xanthians, their distinctive tall, silver forms flickering in the storm's harsh light. Among them was a family, parents and 2 children, huddled together, their faces etched with fear. Serena stepped out, her heart pounding. "We're here to help." The Zalathian leader, a stern figure with intricate markings across his face, stepped forward. "Why would you risk yourselves for us? The others abandoned us. Even the Council." Serena met his gaze, unflinching. "Because it's the right thing to do." The leader hesitated, glancing at his family before nodding. "We have no choice. We accept your help." With time running out, the crew worked swiftly to evacuate the Zalathian family and others they found in nearby shelters. Every second was a race against the storm. The ground trembled as the solar winds intensified, ripping apart the landscape. As the last group boarded the ship, a massive flare erupted, shaking the Odyssey violently. The ship's shields strained under the pressure, and alarms blared throughout the cabin. "Captain, we have to leave now," Marcus shouted over the din. "Hold on," Serena ordered. She could feel the weight of the moment. The lives of the Zalathian family, their children's future, all resting on this single decision. With a roar, the Odyssey lifted off, punching through the planet's dying atmosphere and into the relative safety of space. The crew let out a collective sigh of relief, but Serena remained tense, watching the planet shrink away as the storm consumed it. Back aboard the ship, the Zalathian leader approached Serena. "We owe you a debt we cannot repay." Serena shook her head. "You don't owe us anything. We're all part of the same galaxy. Sometimes we just need to remember that." The Zalathian family, standing behind their leader, nodded in silent gratitude. The children, who had been so quiet and afraid, finally smiled, their fears slowly melting away. News of the Odyssey's daring rescue spread quickly across the galaxy. The Council of Species, embarrassed by their inaction, praised the humans for their courage. Other races who had once doubted humanity's place among the stars began to reconsider their views. But for Captain Serena Quinn and her crew, it wasn't about recognition. It was about doing what was right, about saving a family when no one else would. In the end, it wasn't the advanced technology or the galactic alliances that defined the future. It was the simple act of compassion. And in the darkest moments, when everyone else had turned away, it was the humans who chose to help, proving that even in the vast, cold expanse of space, empathy was the most powerful force of all. As the Odyssey drifted through the stars, the Zalathians began to adjust to their new reality. Their leader, Vorn, found a place on the ship's bridge beside Captain Serena. The atmosphere was heavy with unspoken words and shared experiences. "How long until we reach safety?" Vorn asked, his voice steady but tinged with concern. "We should clear the storm's path in a few hours," Serena replied, glancing at the star charts. "We'll head to the nearest human settlement on Terra Nova. It's a safe haven and has facilities to accommodate you." As they flew, Vorn shared stories of Virex 9, painting a vivid picture of their once thriving culture, filled with art and music, intertwined with the rhythms of nature. The crew listened, fascinated, realizing that behind the cold exterior of the Zalathians lay a rich and vibrant heritage. Meanwhile, the Zalathian children, Kira and Jalen, explored the ship, wide-eyed at the advanced technology. They were particularly intrigued by the holographic displays in the ship's common area. "Can we make it show our planet?" Kira asked, her bright eyes shining with hope. Ilera, the ship's medic, smiled and activated the projector, displaying a stunning visual of Virex. 9 before the storm, the lush landscapes, glowing cities, and serene skies. It was beautiful," Jalen whispered, his voice barely above a whisper. "Maybe we can help you rebuild," Ilera offered, kneeling beside them. "We have resources, and you can share your knowledge with us. We can create something even better together." As the hours passed, the bonds between the humans and Zalathians grew stronger. They shared meals, laughter, and stories of their worlds, finding common ground in their hopes and dreams for the future. But just as they began to feel at ease, an alarm blared through the ship, jolting everyone from their camaraderie. "Captain, incoming ship detected. It's the Erebus!" Marcus shouted, his fingers flying over the controls. "They're demanding we surrender the Xanthians." The Erebus, a notorious bounty hunter vessel, was known for targeting vulnerable races. It had heard the distress signal and was now hunting for Xanthians to exploit their advanced technology. "Serena, they're claiming our guests are wanted criminals," Marcus added, his brow furrowing in frustration.